What's up, everyone? We out here, MMA boys. We're going to have another UFC 260 watch party live this Saturday. Nick, what time?
At 7 p.m., right when the main card starts.
And if you want to watch with us, hit that link in the bio. Come through, watch it with your boys, have some fun. Let's go.
Let's start the show. Peace. Reveal him. Welcome to the We Out Here show. Ho, ho, ho. Macarena is a dance from the 90s. From the 90s. You go left hand and right hand, flip and flip. You put your hands on your forehead, whip those hips. Whip those hips. Whip those hips. That's the Macarena dance from the 90s. From the 90s. Saved by the Bell. Rocco's Modern Life. Is that the 2000s? Welcome to the We Out Here MMA. Not podcast, but show, but now podcast. Guys, I'm here with my beautiful husbands, Alec Acosta and Nick, the ear. And guess what? My mistress, my male mistress, give it up for the Grand Master, a.k.a. Vincent Vera, a.k.a. his wife calls him, "Ay, papi." What's up?
Is that racist?
Is that racist? Let's start with the race. Let's start with the race cam.
Right on your face, huh?
Hey, look at my background.
Oh, who's that like cousin in the background?
Flaco.
Hey, that's Flaco, fool.
Flaco Lokes.
Don't ever disrespect Flaco.
Vincent, what is up, my man? How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here again. I didn't think it'd be so soon, and I'm honored. And I actually almost went into accent right now, and I forgot that I'm not on my own channel.
Dude, we were just talking about that before the pod. Does your wife hate when you go into the... First of all, when do you do the Jesse accent, like by accident in the house? Is it when you're upset or...
Well, I've joked around about this a lot, and I've said it on my own channel. That
all right, guys.
Like,
terrible for editing.
No, continue. What were you saying, Jesse? Sorry.
I didn't even know.
It's over. Eh? Why is it backwards? Like, what the fuck, dude? That's why. Sorry. Continue.
Sometimes I feel like Jesse is more like a part of me that I let out rather than a character. Because a lot of like the background of like my childhood and stuff. So sometimes I'll just be talking about the most random thing. And she's like, whoa, calm down. Like, you're not being Jesse right now. What's your problem? Like, you don't gotta get crazy or whatever. And like, I guess the way I'll talk and say certain things.
Like, do you do it to your kid?
No, not with my. I think the thing is when I moved when I was younger, and then I got like a lot of white friends. Yeah. And I think maybe I curbed my Mexicanity, or I don't know how you'd say it. My Mexican.
That's what a white person would say.
Well, hey, whitewash boys.
So like
whitewash boys.
I feel like I was suppressing it, and then like YouTube happened, and then I'm finally letting it all out. So
wow. So YouTube unleashes the Mexican within. Respect.
Full circle.
I'm whitewashed as well. So
wait, why do you say that, Alex? Wait, you're like, what do you mean you're whitewashed? What do you?
My mom is white as hell. I speak no Spanish. Yeah.
But like, how often do you eat at taquito?
Like once every 5 months, 6 months.
Alex, let me ask you: if you had the choice, like tomorrow for dinner, would you have tacos or would you have like cheeseburgers and fries?
Hey, cheeseburgers and fries kind of be hitting though.
I'm the same way. Everyone always gives me a bunch of trouble over that. Yeah.
All right, Nick, would you rather have tomorrow cheeseburger and fries or Panda Express?
Tacos.
Hey, didn't fall for the trap. Good job.
Taco Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday tomorrow too.
And Xiaolong Bao dumplings. Let's go.
Wait, you know about Xiaolong Bao, Vincent?
I heard dumplings and I love pot stickers. That's my favorite food in the world.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever had roasted duck?
No, the closest I've gotten is when I was trying to make ends meet, I was a dishwasher at a restaurant, and one of the guys tricked me into eating pizza that had duck on it. It was like a fancy pizza. It had the weirdest texture, but
Nick brought me to some spot over by my house that had roasted duck without orange sauce. My God, I was.
Oh my God.
I was mostly mad that they tricked me, but it was all right.
Yeah. So at first when you said that story, I thought I was like, man, hey, we got a pizza for you, and they just give you a duck and you think it's a pizza. I'm just like, come on, bro.
Shit.
Oh shit. Why does pizza got a neck on it?
They were a little
white
slicker.
buns, hoisin, green onions, usual.
Well, gentlemen, we have a lot to talk about today with the peoples of the We Out Here MMA Nation, aka Mexican martial arts people, because we know they're going to come over, so they want to,
I hope so.
If they don't, they're like, nah, this guy got tricked
You
with
guys
a
are
pizza.
whack.
He got tricked by a pizza. This guy's stupid.
That old duck trick.
It's a duck, bro. Guys, we're going to talk the Brunson Holland fight this past weekend. We got some fight news. We're going to talk about Khabib and some other things.
It's Khabib.
I know, but I'm saying it the whitewash way. It's a theme, man. It's a theme, bro. And our
Even if you
theme of
whitewash, you don't disrespect Khabib like that. Inshallah.
Ensalada.
As he says, inshallah.
Yeah, and we're also going to do our quick pick picks for UFC 260 with Miocic versus Ngannou. Ngannou? What do you guys think?
Ngannou.
What do you think?
Ngannou.
But and what's like the Latino way to say it?
Ngannou.
Ngannou. You have to put full after it though. Ngannou.
Nick, what's the Singaporean way?
You say Ngannou and then say la at the end.
Oh, that's right.
Ngannou la.
Ngannou la. All right, guys, we're going to do our fight recap, no cap, with Brunson versus Holland. Derek Brunson, number 7, on a win streak, was fighting Kevin Holland, also on a win streak, ranked number 10. The guy just knocked out Jacare, but he could not knock out Cisco. Your boy got his pick right. I told you with the Cisco air, he wasn't going to lose. He was going to wrestle. He was going to win. We will start with our guest first, Vincent. Your general thoughts on the fight. Were you surprised Holland could not keep it standing up?
No, Brunson was also my pick. Yeah, I've been telling people that I wanted to, for a while, root for Holland, but that guy is just so annoying. Like, I wanted to be a Holland fan. Like, if he would just fight and I had the volume down and then would stop it immediately after the fight, I'd be a fan. But he just talked so much trash. I was done with him. And it seemed like he was just so... I mean, the moment even during the walkout, it was like, whoa, this guy's playing around too much. Even, I don't know if you guys saw after the fight, was it Rashad Evans was even talking about how he was very disappointed with him, that he was taking it too lightly and having too much fun. And I just felt like Brunson has been kind of disrespected for the longest time, being treated like a gatekeeper. He's going in there like do or die, and Holland's just having too much fun. So it was beautiful for me to see. I was wondering, like, is he... I mean, you could tell between rounds he was going to his corner, actually acting like he was consciously trying to wear out Brunson. He'd say little things like, I'm getting him tired, huh? He's real tired, huh? And it was like, oh, this guy's delusional. So, yeah, it's like the same thing Dana White said. That guy just like, I think his ego was so crushed that he just went into like silly mode. And he's like, oh, I'll just laugh it off and try to save face or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was like a Bobby Lee technique. Just like laugh it off, like getting beat up by someone, just laughing it off.
Oh, man.
Nick, I mean, like, yeah, he has a point. It was, did you, because I know you also, I think I actually love the trash talking of Holland. I kind of like how he is outside of the cage when he does his interviews. But I know Nick was on the same page with me, but I could tell that, Nick, you were kind of getting annoyed by Holland the past couple, like, months with his rhetoric. What do you think?
It's not that, dude. It was just like where I started hearing him talk on the Rogan podcast, I was like, I don't know, man. He just kind of annoyed me a little bit. I still like him, you know what I mean? But if there's ever a time to get annoyed with Kevin Holland, it's going to be in this fight. I was just surprised he had no answer for the takedown. Like he just really he looked like every time he got taken down, I was surprised how easily Derek Brunson got the takedowns. I don't know if he was worried how, maybe it was the fact that as soon as Derek Brunson got him, Kevin Holland was surprised how strong he was, maybe. But yeah, and then the fact that he was talking a lot, I think that's part of his thing, right? He likes to get people talking, like he talks to them and they react, and then he kind of gets in their head and he knocks them out, like Jacare, right? Like he was talking to him on the ground, and then he started smiling, and then he came up and socked him, and then it was over. Yeah. So, and the fact that Derek Brunson wasn't giving him anything, I just think that's what he probably needed. But man, the fact that he wasn't able to stop any of the takedowns, I feel like is a problem for him. And him talking to Khabib afterwards, like that was a funny
Wasn't
clip.
He getting coaching? Wasn't he getting coaching?
Yeah, but it was like it was in the middle of the rounds, and then he's like talking to Habib. And
did you hear the one thing that Khabib told him he did it, and that's the one time Holland got a takedown?
Yeah.
Wait, for real? That happened?
Like, yeah. He was like, control your hips, and some stuff like that. Some other stuff. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And it's so funny, like the feedback that Habib gave him was actually very good. But the also like Derek Brunson with blonde hair, that means a problem, bro.
You know what I just realized?
TRTV tour, fucking one-eyed Bisping, and then blonde hair Brunson.
Cisco, blonde hair Brunson. I figured it out. Super Saiyan. He's on a streak when he's on Super Saiyan. And when a black guy watches Dragon Ball Z, you game over. Game over. You're dead. Alex, what'd you think about this fight? Is it what you expected or what? Were you annoyed by this? I feel like you were annoyed by this fight.
I was a little annoyed. I wasn't really annoyed that like Brunson was getting takedowns because like Brunson's a good wrestler and shit. What I was getting annoyed at was like Holland was just okay to stay on his back and then just like close his guard and just stay there. Like he was making zero effort to get out. Like here and there, like he would do like a little explosion to try and move. But then other than that, it was just talking the whole time. Like, I don't know if it was, I'm sure he was trying to get Brunson to start just swinging wild right and do something so he can, you know, capitalize on those mistakes. But once like round 3 hit and he realized like, okay, he's not buying into any of my bullshit. Maybe I should actually try and fight him and like actually try and do something. I should have kicked in and then just didn't. It was just so surprising to me when he would get taken down on his back. He would just lock his legs and just stay there. Like there was no motions of him trying to like crawl towards the fence or like push off the hips or anything like that. It was literally just he was okay just to lay there. I don't know if he was hoping that I think Herb Dean was the ref. I don't know if he was hoping to like get stood up or something like that. But I mean, it never happened. So like for him to just continuously keep doing that every single round, which is pretty shocking to me. Especially like when he saw his success on the feet, you know, he did kind of rock Brunson. Mm-hmm. He saw that he can be successful on the feet. I feel like he should have been trying everything in his willpower to always be standing back up, and he just looked like he never wanted to.
Yeah, he just could never really get it going. At a certain point, do you guys think like, man, why didn't the coaches fucking smack him in the head? It was kind of like...
Yeah, like he was just always fucking around in the corner, right? And it's just like, damn.
I don't know if they're like yes men or what, because the first 2 or 3 rounds, he went to the corner laughing, just acting like he knew what he was doing, and he was getting them tired. So it's like, it almost seemed like they were like, okay, well, you know. And then one of those times, I don't know if you guys heard this either, he made it a point to tell his coaches how heavy Brunson was. And he, like, man, I didn't expect him to be that heavy. And then he said something after the 4th round, I think, that even made the commentators go like, well, that's the first time we've ever heard him being serious. I guess his coaches started telling him finally, hey, you got to do this. And he looked at him. He's like, you guys don't think I know that? I'm trying. Like,
yeah, he's like, I'm trying. He's like, I can hear you. That's what he said. Right. I can hear you.
Bro, it's kind of like Anderson Silva. When Anderson Silva would play around, his coach was like, put your hands up. He's like, I got it. I got it.
Watch me get knocked out really quick by Chris Weidman.
Oh, dude, that was Anderson.
That was
good.
That
was really good.
Anderson Silva, what's up? So let's go around the table really quick. Vincent, we'll start with you. Who does Brunson fight next? And what do you do with Kevin Holland?
Oh, I think Holland. Oh man, I had an answer for this earlier because I was looking at the rankings. I think Brunson should fight. I think it was Weidman. I thought he should fight next.
Who's Weidman fighting right now? Did he just fight someone?
He was supposed to fight Araya.
Yeah, he was supposed to.
Yeah, I think they're still going to. I think that one got stopped because of COVID. So I don't know if I think it was COVID, if I'm not mistaken.
I just wanted to see him go into the rankings, and I felt like Weidman would be. Wait, no, he is up there. Someone else wasn't. That I was looking at the document. I'm all mixed up now, but I felt like it should be Weidman for him. I felt like that would help because I really like Brunson, and I'd like to see him get up there and be seen as a lot more legitimate by more people. I feel like a victory over Weidman would do that. For Holland, I don't know whoever's like the last ranked in the top 15. I'd like to see him crawl back down so I don't see him so much anymore.
I'm introducing our guest, Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland, come on in. Just leave him in a room. We all leave. It's just them in a room.
He's like, I've been listening to everything you've been saying. I'm calling.
Bro, impressions on point today, huh? Well, hey, Mr. Impressions over there. Who do you think Holland should fight next in Brunson? Also, keep in mind, I feel like Holland could go to 170 if he wanted to. Doesn't have to 185.
So yeah, to speak on that real quick, he weighed in at 183 pounds. So it's like, I don't think he cut weight for this because I mean he weighed in 2 pounds under what you even need to like championship weight.
Hey,
He
I
weighed
know
in
math.
under.
Relax.
So like basically, if you take 5 minus 2, that's like 3.
3.
pretty good.
But yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, damn, he could probably make 170 then. Like if he didn't even cut for this shit, he could probably easily make 170. But so I think Holland honestly should probably fight. Like if Weidman isn't fighting, he should fight Uriah Hall or something like that. But I think Brunson should fight just because he just fought. And then this fight that I'm saying he should fight happens in like 3 weeks. He should fight the winner of Darren Till, Martin Vettori. And then whoever wins that should get the title shot after after whoever. Well, actually, I think so. They should fight he should fight the winner of Marvin Vettori and Darren Till, and then whoever wins that fight against Brunson and that winner should fight the winner of Kelvin Gastelum and Robert Whitaker if they don't give him an immediate title shot for that fight.
All right, guys, you can find the PDF for that down below. Nick, who do you got?
I was trying to follow, man, but I was like, okay.
My mind was like March Madness, like brackets. I was like, yep.
Okay, so Robert Whitaker.
Oh, no, man, we got it.
No,
Hey, we got it, bro.
Somebody in the comments below, just try to structure it out for us. Thank you.
You
But
basically.
To answer their question, Derek Brunson should fight the winner of Darren Till, Marvin Vettori.
There you go. And you said Holland what? Quit the UFC? You didn't say anything.
No, I said he should fight Uriah Hall.
Oh, okay. So I got you. Cool. Nick, what do you got?
Oh, I think Derek Brunson should fight either Jack Hermanson or Jared Cannonier.
Just say the Joker.
La Joker or Jared Cannonier, because Cannonier's coming off a loss. I think he probably needs a fight because he's ranked like top 3?
Yeah.
Something like that. Brunson's like top 6, top 7 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I think you should
Jack
fight
has
them.
a fight.
Who's Jack fighting?
They just announced it. It's Edmund Shabazian versus Jack Hermanson.
Ooh.
So I think you should fight Jared Cannonier. That'd be a good fight. And then for
Jared Cannonier, he's up there.
Then he's back in the mix.
Fights Izzy
because he needs a big win for him to be taken seriously for a title, because especially the way Izzy beat him last, right? And then for Kevin Holland, the fact that you guys said 170, I think you should fight Belal Muhammad, because Belal Muhammad actually called him out. He said, "Hey, you were talking about going to 170. Let's fight." That'd be a fun fight.
What if he forgets the name?
Then that's a problem, dude.
That is.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah, but put your hand in the screen. It's off screen. I want to see the hand in screen. Yep, go ahead.
We can't see.
If your hand is off screen, we can't choose you, bro.
I don't want to look stupid, so I'll change my answer. I realized where I was confused, and I think I'm stealing what someone else said right now too. I thought that Kevin Holland should fight Chris Weidman, because we saw him so exposed on the ground, and I was like, finish him, give him Chris Weidman.
Oh, it's mean.
Yeah, and I wanted to see Derek Brunson fight Darren Till, and when he said Darren Till, I was like, that's the one, because Darren Till has been losing a lot. I think he lost his last like 3 or 4, and then when he did win the decision, but he still has that name. If someone beats Darren Till, it's like, oh, they're good. So I wanted to see that for Brunson, so that makes sense for me too.
Yeah, wait,
that's a good idea, actually.
Darren Till's fighting who, Alex? Again, it's
Marvin Vettori, April 17th, live on ABC.
Yeah,
that's super rare.
I think if Brunson fights Till, that's probably better for him just name wise, because I still think Vettori is still kind of unknown, but one of the best fighters. All right, guys, let's go to let's just do a quick. I guess there's a bunch of fights. First of all, so maybe you guys just pick one of your favorite ones, because a lot of KOs. A lot of KOs that night. We have Tai Tuivasa versus Dantale Maes with the KO by Tuivasa. I think that's 2 fights in a row. Adrian Yanez, sick KO on Gustavo Lopez. Kenan Song killed my cousin, Max Griffin from China, KO.
And that hurt my feelings.
Cheyenne Buys versus Montserrat Conjejo. I don't know I actually missed that fight. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was a little,
What happened? What was the controversy?
Basically, every single round is the Montserrat girl grabbed her in a headlock, took her on the floor, and kind of just like, rabbit punched her, won. But when they got up, I guess Cheyenne Buys thought that the girl spit on her, like, because she said something to her face.
What?
But then the Cheyenne girl thought that she spit on her. When they show the replay, it doesn't really look like she spit on her. It looks like maybe she's talking and maybe, something came out or something like that.
It was a snot rocket.
Yeah, but she supposedly she felt that she was spit on, so they got up and they started like pushing, and then she was doing like this. They were flipping each other off. They started making out and shit.
What?
Yeah.
So Herb Dean starts undoing his dreads. Everyone's like, what?
What? He starts
He starts cutting his
gets a buzz
dreads,
cut?
throwing it at people. Everyone's like, what? Khabib starts screaming.
She thought she spit on her. It didn't look like she did, but that was basically it. They were pushing each other and shit, flipping each other off, and then it cut to commercial break because even though you have to pay for a fucking paywall to watch these fights, you still get commercial breaks. Makes zero sense. And then then they're fine standing next to each other. You know?
Yeah, I love how like the best thing to do in a cage when you have to resolve a problem is just fucking fight. I love how they start pushing each other and like flipping each other off. Just fight. Just beat the other person up.
That fight was weird because the whole time they were like going back and forth. She kept like shoving her after the round. Cheyenne Baez was like, "Come on, let's go, let's fight." She kept doing that type of shit. When she got held down, it got kind of, she got outclassed a little bit.
She got woman handled.
She got woman handled. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Very that's cool, man. That's cool, you dude.
2021.
Hey, but honestly, real quick, because I
evolving.
didn't say anything. I had David So text me, my friend Patrick Lopez, my friend from Arizona. All these people text me when my boy Tai Tuivasa knocked that fool out, bro. I love.
Hey, what
Tai.
about me?
Shout out
Did
my
I
boy
not
Tai
text you?
Tuivasa.
Did I not
Did you
text
text?
you
Oh,
too?
you did. Yeah, Nick did text me too.
Wow, bro, you're fucking
That
guy
was
right here.
that
I
was
love
the one
how
where I was like,
he also made
remember-
the list. All my friends texted me. He listed
No, that's the
everyone
one
with
where I said,
confidence.
and then another one of my friends texted me. That was Nick. I just forgot that he texted me. But
Joe
shout out
Biden
Nick.
texting me,
Shout out
Sleepy
Nick.
Joe.
Biden.
He said all the names. Like even like Vincent texted me. We barely know each other, but Vincent texted me. Fuck me.
I'm like Gilbert texted me 4 days later because that's usually what he does.
Hey, did you see that Tai Tuivasa knockout?
Well, it was sick. Actually, I didn't watch the fights in person. I didn't have service. I had to watch the next day. Vincent, any of those fights stick out from you? Any other fights from the card? Same for you, Nick. After him.
I think the Tuivasa one, because I really like him. So wasn't there a period where he actually was let go from the UFC and now he's back?
No, he was just really close. He was 3 fights in it. He was on a 3-fight skid. He was really close to getting cut.
Oh, okay.
And then he knocked out Stefan Struve, and now he got this knockout. So he's doing good.
All right. So yeah, I feel like for the longest time I've been waiting to see him climb, and he's just such a fun guy to watch. So I don't even know if it's technically the best one, but I just enjoy that one the most because I like that guy.
Yeah.
I think the same thing too, man. Tai Tuivasa, like I think from based off what he looked like a couple fights ago versus how he looked now, he just looked really tight. He looked really like composed, and like his low kicks were fucking awesome, you know. And he looked like a real technical striker. I think before everyone would say, "Oh, he's kind of a brawler and kind of just swings," and then I think he's showing development in his game, which is dope. And then also Adrian Yanez, that dude is sick.
Hey, he's a problem.
Legit. He a problem at 135, and I think he should fight Chris Gutierrez, who's another fucking killer.
Yeah,
and they both have similar records in the UFC. I think it'd be a good fight. Really good dynamic strikers.
I think. Sorry, real quick. I think one thing you can compare Ty to is like Justin Gaethje. How like they had those fights where they were just going crazy, and then they started getting finished, and then they stepped back and they're like, all right, let's be a little bit more technical. Let's take our time with everything. And now it's working for him. He's not just running into fucking punches. Like in the JDS fight, he was winning that fight. He rocked him and just threw himself into all of his punches. So now he's taking his time. He's worked that AKA, and he's going to go back. So I think he's going to be good. Let's get it.
Just to jump off that one, I want to hear everyone's favorite Pacific Islander UFC fighter. All right? Think about all your favorite Samoans and Tongans?
Tongos?
Tai Tuivasa.
Tai Tuivasa, go. You can't say the same one as someone else. Go, Nick.
Mark Hunt.
History. Mark Hunt. Vincent, you better go down your Rolodex with the two.
Max Holloway.
Like,
I forgot
You guys were idiots. I was thinking Max the whole time. I was like, how are they both skipping Max? Hiker.
You said Samoan, dude. I was tripping. But actually, Max said he's kind of Samoan. So
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
right.
Bro,
Yeah, I changed mine to Frank the Crank Camacho.
Is there only 3?
that's it.
I know. I know Mark Hunt's not even in the UFC no more. So it's like
Max Holloway.
Oh yeah,
I changed
Tyson
mine, Max Holloway.
Pedro.
Tyson Pedro is.
He's best friends with he's best friends with Tai Tuivasa. They all live out over there.
So you think
You thought
so you think
Tyson
I'm friends
Pedro
with you?
was-
Wait, so I'm friends with Nick's. All of a sudden I'm Singaporean Chinese. I'm friends with you. I'm
Yeah.
Mexican.
What did you think
Yeah.
Tyson Pedro was? I bet you thought he was a different race than what.
Yeah, you
Alex
probably
said
thought he was Mexican, huh?
or a black dude.
Is his last
A
name
black
Pedro?
Mexican dude.
Wow, racist cam on Gilbert.
Wow.
Hey,
Two in a row. Two
Don't
in
do
a
the
row.
fake soundtrack. Come on, man. Oh, Alex, my ears. Welcome to the We Out Here
gotta shake
morning
your head when you hear it.
news at 8:50. My friends, everyone except me's favorite fighter has decided to retire. Khabib retires in October 2020. Dana White confirms retirement in March 2021. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Vincent, you start first. You've got the wig.
All right. So
Yeah.
It's always on his hip, bro. It's always on the side. He drives in the passenger car.
What do you
with
make
it,
of this, that Dana White has tried this whole time to get him to come back? Did you ever in your heart think Khabib was considering it, or are you like, nah, man, this guy's a man of his word?
never for a moment. I thought it was very disrespectful of Dana. And, yeah, it wasn't
Kirkland.
like you have him talking about his mom's wishes and just being so aware of the guy's character after all these years, minus the whole cage flying thing. I know everyone always wants to point to that.
Forget about that. What are you talking about?
I don't mind it much. Yeah, I feel the same way, but everyone always wants to bring that up.
Warranted.
But I just felt like, man, even the people that were going along with it, I remember every time Dana would say something, and then I'd see people in the comment sections, see, I told you he's not gone. Did you hear what Dana said? And I would always think, like, really, Dana? Now everybody's clinging to every word from Dana. And I never, ever doubted it. I felt like he's proven himself to us over the years that if he says something, that's how it's going to be. Mystic Khabib. And I wasn't surprised. I was just mostly irritated at Dana for just like trying to drag him out and make him uncomfortable and put him on the spot for the longest time. The dude just wants to eat, hang out, coach. That's it.
Wow, dude.
Cheeseburgers.
You'll never have Dana White on your program ever.
Yeah, he never responded to my DMs anyway, so.
What did you DM him?
Yeah, what'd you DM him?
I remember back in the day, I was like, you know what? At a certain point, I wonder if it's gonna catch up with me, like all the footage and stuff that I use. So I would like DM him, and I'd be like, I'd say things like, "Hey, I'm making this stuff. I don't know if, I mean, this was a while back. I would never do this now because I would feel so lame doing it. But I'd be like, hey, pretty much just looking for like an opportunity or something, like, hey, I make this stuff, do you think you guys could do something with it? Maybe you could find a spot for it on Fight Pass. I don't know."
He's telling his whole like UFC, like, guys, get on this right now. Get on this guy's channel. Fight Pass, put it on there in the prelims, the whole series. Nick, how do you feel about your homeboy? Are you sad that he's officially retired? A little bit sad? Come on, be honest.
You know what? I am a little sad, but at the same time, I feel like I never thought he was going to come back. I really think he wants to be the best coach he can be. And I feel like once his dad passed, I feel like he wanted to take that role. And which is really fucking, that's like, how do you not like this guy, man?
Yeah, lame.
Yeah, no, not lame. Like, dope.
My bad.
Like,
I mean, it's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool as hell, man.
Yeah.
This guy's too cool for school. I'm just happy that like I feel like he's really falling into this coaching role. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see more of it. Like Luke Rockhold was saying, he wants to train me for my next fight. He wants to get coach of the year next year.
Crazy.
And which is dope. Like this dude, imagine his focus from fighting, but now into coaching. Imagine how great he's going to be.
Yeah. Alex, what do you make of this? What do you think like the Khabib's like top 3 fighters will be? Makachev.
Well, I was gonna say I'm not surprised. I mean, I think me and Nick said this when all this first happened. We both said that we didn't think he was gonna come back.
Me too.
Once he said that, oh, I made a promise to my mother. I'm like, all right, well, obviously he's not coming back, bro. Like he's not gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all invisible, but I think it's cool. No, I saw that and I was watching DC talk about how Khabib is so excited just to coach and all that type of shit. I think that's dope. And then even DC was saying, he's like, you don't get that many coaches that are in there doing work with the athletes. He's like, Khabib literally grapples with them. He'll literally strike with them. He's like, you don't get that. He's like, so now you're about to have one of the best mixed martial artists ever being a coach, which he's already a really good coach. And then you're going to get hands-on training with him. But I think his top athletes are going to be like Islam Makhachev.
Who's that?
And like probably the next lightweight champion.
Let's go.
Never,
And,
never. This needs more skills.
And like all of his family, all of his family, bro. Like Usman, Nurmagomedov, all those. Yeah, Umar, all those people, they're all going to come into the UFC and start doing work.
Bro, that reminds me, they can be like almost like a modern day Gracie family. Like all like putting their hands, all the family members. Ooh.
Or
with the white hats on. Ooh. They're all just floating in the air.
And the last person, the train, you just see Vincent like sneaking in there. I just want an opportunity. Like if this opportunity comes, maybe
if you don't reply, click on send. Act like it never happened.
No one ever saw it. Never happened.
Might be the greatest feature on Instagram, but this also might be a hot take. But what if none of his fighters do well because they're so demoralized from training with Khabib, because Khabib just smashes everybody out in the training room that they just never do well?
True. Or they all have a lot of pressure because now everyone keeps saying, oh, you're Khabib's guy. You're Khabib's. Like, that's why I'm nervous about Makhachev for real. People keep comparing him to Khabib, and Khabib's giving him
But they
praise.
have been.
That's pressure, though, man.
But they have been. And Islam Makhachev going in there and just fucking ragdolling people like Drew Dober.
Yeah, but like Drew Dober
that boy is thick.
But that Drew Dober is Drew Dober.
I know, but he's also good and strong as hell, and he got manhandled.
Hey, how about you fight a real guy like your next UFC champion, Michael Chandler? He is fighting Charles Oliveira for the Vegas nuts. The vacant? Look at Alex's face while I read this headline. Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler for vacant lightweight title for the UFC 262 in Toyota Center. 19,000 people can fit in there and watch Michael Chandler win the belt, possibly. Alex, we're going to start with you because I know you're pissed because Dustin ain't got the title. Thoughts, Alex? Are you angry at
no,
this,
so no, I'm not angry. I would be angry at this if Dustin was like, hey, I want to fight for the title, and then they didn't give it to him. But Dustin literally like openly said that he wants to fight Conor again.
Yeah.
Like it was his choice to not get this title fight. It was his choice to, I'm going to do the third fight because I'm sure he's going to make way more money than fighting for the title. If he fights for, so I'm not mad about that. I mean, if Dustin wanted to do the Conor fight, fuck it, let him do the Conor fight. He's gonna make fucking money. Why you can't be mad at him for that? I'm more mad that what about Justin Gaethje? Why isn't he in this?
He lost.
Fight?
He lost.
Yeah, but he was the last. He was the interim title holder. He fought Khabib and lost. I mean,
He fought Khabib and what?
Lost like everybody else did in their path. That's why Khabib's
Not
the
Michael
greatest
Chandler.
fucking fighter. Yeah, Michael Chandler would have got fucking thrown around like a little toy.
No, he
bro.
called out Khabib, and Khabib was about to come in, but when he got called out, he told Dana, I retire.
But me personally, I think it should have been Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje. I think that fight makes more sense. Michael Chandler beat a ranked number 7 guy. It's like, okay, Hooker's good, but I mean, he's ranked number 7. He comes here, beats him. I mean, he gets a title shot right off that. I think it's a little I think Gaethje should have been fighting him, or they should have just done the Gaethje Chandler fight and then just done the Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier or some shit. I don't know, but Gaethje should be fine for this title. I feel like I think Charles Oliveira is going to go in there and do work. Charles Oliveira has shocked me on how good he's gotten these past couple fights. I've never gone for him, but this last fight, he's fucking good. So I think he literally kicks fucking Michael Chandler's head off of his shoulders and throws him into the stands and sends him back to Bellator, where he'll never win a fight ever again, ever.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, what do you have to say about this announced fight? I think we can all say that Dustin wants the Conor fight, so I'm sure he wants the belt too, but he knows the kind of money that comes with that, and he's trying to start a hot sauce empire, so you can't fault the guy for that. What do you think, Nick? Is this the correct thing? What should they have done? What should the UFC done?
I'm just not excited about it. I'll say that. I'm just not like, when I saw it, I was kind of bummed. I was like, really? But
Give
on
me an
paper,
option then. Like, give a solution.
Hold on. It does make sense though. It kind of does make sense because look, Dustin is tied up with Conor because that is the ultimate. It's red panty night, baby.
I hope he gets that fight too, by the way, because Conor got pushed. So like now, Conor,
he'll get the
He'll
fuck
get
out.
it.
Conor and the UFC though are annoying.
He'll get it.
Yeah, he'll get it. I do kind of like the idea of Justin and Charles Oliveira, right? Because I like that, bro. I think that's a good fight, but it is hard to make a fight after you just lost to Khabib and then you get another shot at the title. I feel like that's a little tough, right? But looking at the rankings, I feel like
It's kind of
in a weird way. It does make sense. Like it makes sense, but I'm just not that psyched about it.
Yeah, I feel like the real thing that would have made sense was involving Dustin Poirier in any facet. But or just give him the belt. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. So this is what we're stuck with. Vincent, what do you think? Do you like this? Do you think it's weird? Do you think that Chandler will be kicked in the head all the way back to Bellator? Even though Olivera's a grappler?
I think because, like we said this before, I think that what's his name? Poirier is the uncrowned champ.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but I guess we're moving past that because he himself wants the bigger money, so that's okay. I think I just changed my mind right now because I think before this I was thinking it should have been Olivera and Gaethje, but I think I'm okay with Olivera and Chandler now because everybody, like, if we're going to be consistent with what we want, what the fans want, what the viewers want from the UFC, then I think it needs to be Olivera and Chandler because a lot of people talk about how Connor's kind of lost it. He fell off. He's not the same.
Not true.
but everyone keeps buying it, right? Because his name, like, at least that's what people are saying. I feel like the same thing about Chandler. Maybe he hasn't proven himself in the UFC, but he is buzzing right now. People are talking about him, whether they like him or hate him. They're going to tune in, whether they're coming from Bellator and they want to support him in this bigger promotion, or because they want to see him lose and get humiliated, get his head kicked off all the way back to Bellator. So there's different reasons, but I think it makes the most sense because, like, even me, as much as I thought the days leading up it should be Olivera and Gaethje, I just can't shake. Like, I just lost. Yeah, everyone loses to Khabib, but it's like he just had his shot. Chandler hasn't had it, and he's buzzing right now. Everybody's talking about him. Olivera, this is basically an excuse to finally give Olivera the belt because he's going to beat Chandler, obviously. So I want to but that's the one I think I'm going for as well. I think it makes sense.
I'm going back and forth on it, man. I'm going back and forth. Like, I think, like, this
Are
is
we forgetting the guy could do a backflip off the cage?
Yeah, Charles Oliveira has never done a backflip in the cage.
Thank
Let's
you.
be real here.
Yeah, but he's also done the.
That's why his knees are in such good shape.
Remember when he won? He went.
Yeah, I remember. Wait, what was
That's
that?
pretty tight, though. That's
What
pretty
fight
cool.
was that?
I forget, but yeah, he did some weird dance. He was like,
Hey, dude, that's race cam for Brazilians, man. Race cam. That's ridiculous. You just did.
Oliveira, bro. He's on an 8-fight win streak, bro. Like, he's
That's
good,
the problem.
dude.
That's the problem, though. That's what I don't like. I like Charles. I've been cheering for him, like I've said, since the Fuel days. But I don't like when fighters are on like this long of streaks. I get nervous when they're right at the tip. I don't know why.
Well, bro, the people he beat though, like Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, bro,
has been.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Bro. I think he gonna gonna. You
Bro,
know
look,
what I'm
he
saying?
gets Chandler on the ground, is done. But if
100%.
one of his
I
weird
don't think so.
if Chandler does the overhand wrestler thing, game over. If you can't stop the weird charging overhand from a short guy, you're dead. He's a tall guy.
Bro, if Charles Oliveira comes out and does this, bro, he's winning the fight.
Oh, fuck.
But if Michael Chandler starts off by just jumping on the cage and doing a backflip, he wins the fight. That's
He
how
should
the
do
balance
that.
is.
That's a good way to start a fight.
If he wins this fight, I'll give him more credit, but nah.
Cool. He's
gonna
probably
win.
like, oh, I got to win this fight. So Alex gives me more.
Bro, he watches this
Hey,
show.
man,
He texts
make
me.
the stakes higher if you're going to say something like this.
He texted me and he was like, I'm going to win this for you. I was like, all right,
this
cool.
for your
tie.
Yeah, he was one of the friends that texted me about Tai Tuivasa. So.
All right, guys. Volkanovski removed from UFC 260 after positive
Good.
COVID
Next
test.
story.
Okay, guys, let's get to our quick picks with UFC 260 Miocic versus Ngannou. What's the Spanish? Fool? Ngannou fool?
Blah.
Oh, Ngannou?
Longano.
Miocic versus Ngannou fool. All right, guys.
Hey, strong
Quick
style,
picks
fool.
with Grandmaster, Lift God, and Nick the Ear. We'll start with their main event. Stipe versus Francis. Heavyweight fight. We haven't seen Stipe since the DC fight. Very excited about this. Let's see who looks the most excited. We'll start with Nick. He's covering his mouth. What do you got, Nick? Give it to us.
This is tough. I'm going back and forth, but Stipe
Hey, Alex,
won
does he ever go
before.
back and forth, or is this the first time?
This is first, actually.
First. I think Stipe won before. He has more ways to win than Francis Ngannou, even though Francis has a very, very strong, powerful chance to win. But they're fighting in a smaller cage. I'd like to think that Francis is getting better at stopping the takedown and having a way to be able to negate Stipe's offense, but I'm just going to go with the champ on this one. I think Stipe.
So you think a repeat?
I think a repeat. But if Francis wins,
5-round repeat,
I
or
won't
you
be
think
surprised.
Stipe is stopping it?
I'd like to see a stoppage. I think a stoppage. I think Stipe with a stoppage. We'll fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Vincent, what do you got?
I have to go with Stipe. I think I think it's going to be the same feeling, but not exactly the same because I thought Megan Anderson was going to beat Nunes. I thought it was going to happen. I felt like I felt like she had certain attributes that made it possible, at least.
She's 7 feet tall.
Did you see the fight?
Yeah, 2020 hindsight. Yeah. But then when it was over, there was that feeling of that's why she's the champion, and that's why she's been the champion. And I feel like the same thing is going to happen with a lot of people who are really like behind Francis, because a lot of the things they've been seeing him do, a lot of the new ways they've been seeing him train, they see that clip of him and Tyson, so they think he's going to win. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
like Stipe has just been doing it so much more consistently. He's been so smart. He's dealt with such. He's definitely dealt with more opposition than Francis up to this point, right? So I just feel like he's going to show himself as the veteran and having the composure to just. I mean, who was it that he? There was someone that Francis just. Who's that guy that was supposed to be a big thing and he wasn't strike? Yeah. And I remember when he just came at him, blitzing him, and even DC was like, you can't go at the top guys like that because they're just going to change an angle on you. They're going to change levels. They're going to come back with something. And I just feel like Stipe is that guy. He's just going to be very composed and very smart.
Interesting. Alex, where are you reporting from?
I'm in front of Strong Style MMA right here where the UFC heavyweight champ trains. And let me see if you guys can do it. OH. IO. OH.
Oh, he's trying to do an Ohio chant.
IO. You're supposed to do IO after this. Come on.
Hey, man, we can't hear you.
Sorry.
I thought he was sneezing. I was like,
I thought you were like that. That's what it looks like.
OH.
IO.
There we go. My boy Stipe, baby. I've said this before multiple times. I own 2 fighter shirts. Okay. Even though and Stipe is one of them and Cody Garbrandt's the other. Even though when I went to the weigh-ins all the way in fucking Anaheim to watch Stipe and them work out and get ready for the fight, I bought the fucking fighter shirt and literally the print was printed all shifted and I didn't figure that out until I got home, so I couldn't wear the shirt because it looked stupid as fuck. I did buy that shirt still. And it was an official UFC shirt. Isn't that crazy? Like the print was literally cricket.
More importantly, why do you think Stipe is winning?
So basically this one time
I understand you want to talk about your wardrobe, but why is Stipe winning?
All right, I'm going to tell you. You ready? You ready? Because this man, remember, there is one human being that has fought Francis Ngannou that has been able to eat his punch. And who is that?
Derek Lewis.
Stipe Miocic. No, Derek Lewis. What are you talking about?
They touch each other?
Yeah, exactly. They didn't even touch each other in that fight. That fight literally broke the record for the least amount of strikes ever thrown in a fight.
Right.
But I think Stipe's wrestling. He was the thing that makes me nervous. I hope he comes in a little heavier because he did lose a lot of weight for the DC fight. And Francis Ngannou is big as shit, right? So I mean, at some point you are going to need a little bit of size and strength to be able to move someone around that's that big. But I think the wrestling and just the IQ, like he knows when to shoot in when someone's throwing a big looping shot. The key thing for here is if Stipe can survive that first round or maybe even 2, I think he's gonna run away with this fight again. Really? The whole thing with me and Ngannou is everybody's talking about he's so different, he's evolved. I'm like, we haven't really, all of his fights have been under a minute since the Stipe fight, and then before the Stipe fight, it was all the same thing. So we haven't really seen if he's changed anything. No one's tested him like Stipe did. You know what I'm saying? So this fight, I think we'll really be able to see it. But I mean, the whole thing with Ngannou is, he puts people to sleep with anything he touches them with. So that's always in the back of my mind. That always makes me nervous. But I do think Stipe has the IQ. I think he has a good boxing foundation, and I think his wrestling is gonna win him this fight again. And still OHIO. Let's go. No. Shout out all the firefighters out there fucking risking their lives to save us all from fucking fires.
Okay, you know what? Here's the issue with you guys. You guys have been indoctrinated by white supremacy.
All right, I don't know that word.
I'm here to fight for the people.
Francis, I'm picking Francis.
No, you can't. Let's just make him feel comfortable. So he's not freaked out.
I'm gonna say this: you're talking about
for a lob, bro. And
you're talking about all this shit that Ngannou did. He tried to do it against Stipe, and what happened?
Hey, you're also talking about Ngannou that wasn't ready yet. This guy.
I'll say this.
Are you kidding me right now?
How do you know he's changed though?
I don't know. People grow as they get older.
Nah.
Are you the same Alex in high school? No.
Yes, exactly the same actually.
Hey man, grow more, okay?
Maybe I will.
Maybe.
What were you saying, Nick? What were you gonna say? You're changing to Ngannou because you love.
No. I think I'm going back. I'm 50-50 on it. Honestly, in my head, I just said Stipe just to satisfy the stipulations of the show. But
everyone said Stipe. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. You always want me to give a direct pick, so I just went off the top and I said this is my direct pick. But in the last fight, there wasn't a moment in time where Stipe was not in trouble. From round 1 to round 5, Stipe was always in trouble and always in threat of getting finished, getting rocked.
Yes.
So not only can Francis sustain the firepower through 5 rounds, I'm hoping he's a little tighter technically, and I'm hoping that he could have better setups for his punches and setups for his big shots, because in the past it hasn't looked that way if somebody is able to take him down like Stipe, and Stipe is literally the only guy that I could think of that was able to stop him. So
all right. Okay.
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know, dude.
I'll even say right now, I honestly think Francis will submit Stipe. I swear to God. What? Alex, don't look at me like that, Alex. If you ever smirk like that.
That's crazy.
I'm going to make you grow into the man that you'll always be.
One quick question before we go to the next fight. Yeah. Who would you guys rather see to fight John Jones? The winner of the Stipe and Miocic or Francis?
Stipe and Miocic.
What? Hey guys, let's start. Hey guys, everyone, let's sidebar really quick.
And Miocic?
Okay. All right, everyone, we're in a sidebar. Hey, so Nick also just fucked up again. But just make him feel comfortable when we come back. All right, we're back, guys. So, Stipe versus Miocic winner or Francis Ngannou? I want to see Francis versus John Jones. It's just more fun.
I do too.
Because I want John Jones to die in the ring.
I want to see his face get blasted into oblivion.
Yeah. I just don't. I want John Jones to oblique kick Francis, and Francis gets super pissed that he does that, and then just pops him in the head with a hook. Vince, what do you think?
He breaks his foot on his knee.
I have to agree. I wanted to say Stipe because I think and I want him to win, and that would be the logic. But yeah, I want to see Ngannou destroy him. I mean, yeah, I want to see Francis destroy him. But I want to. I mean, I don't know why I'm thinking this is important right now, but it seems like at least on my channel, when I say I'm going for someone, they always think that means I absolutely hate the other guy and I want him to lose and die. And that's not true. I really like Francis. So
you want him to die then?
No, fact check.
Wow, you want him to die.
Racist cam. We got him! Racist cam. He hates the other person so much.
We set him up.
We confirmed it here on the We Out Here MMA show.
This video is playing in the background of Vincent's head right now. He's like, I can't
Alex,
wait for Ngannou.
Would you rather see John Jones, your boy, fight? Would you be more interested in a Stipe or a John Jones? Or
Stipe, and this is why. Ngannou, because I feel like Ngannou has one way to win, like he does in every fight, right? Is knock him out. Stipe and John Jones would be such like a technical fight. I feel like they're both Stipe has real good stand-up, and he also has real good wrestling. So does John Jones. John Jones is going to be fighting heavier. I would just like to see that fight a little bit more because I want to see who's who's better.
I changed mine.
They're both so good. I would want to see who's better. I mean, John Jones, if Ngannou can't knock him out, it's just going to be John Jones taking him down and beating him up on the floor the whole time. That's all it's going to be.
Kimura. All right, let's get to our next one. Is Tyron Woodley versus Vincent Luque. I like this a lot. I'm gonna go with my boy, former Black Zillion Luque. Alex, what do you think? Do you want?
Unfortunately, I love T Wood, but I'm gonna have to go Luque as well.
Yeah,
I think Luque's he's good. He's young still. I mean, I don't think he's like too young. I think he's like 34 or something like that. But I mean,
he's like 42.
Tyron, it's just hard to confidently pick Tyron because I did for the past 2 fights and just every time it's just like it just looks like he doesn't want to be there once he's in the octagon. Like once he gets in there, it looks like he doesn't want to be there. So it's like hard to pick him and be confident in my pick when he's gonna fight someone like Vicente Luque.
He's a scrapper too. He goes for it. Yeah.
And I mean, he just fought Vicente Luque's best friends and training partners with Gilbert Burns. I mean, so like they have experience. There's gonna be someone that can give him like some sort of like experience of like, all right, he's good at this, I don't know. I feel like Vicente. This is a good fight for Vicente. I kind of feel like they're trying to get T Wood out of there, to be straight up.
Wow, that's it. We're calling this retirement fight. Vincent, what do you got? You gonna pull for the old dog, or you got that Brazilian machine?
I'm gonna have to go with Luque because I've been wanting to see Woodley invest all of his time into his music career, and I feel like right now he's kind of playing the field and kind of doing the 50-50. So yeah, exactly. I want to hear more of that. There's been like the same 2 I've been rotating on YouTube. Luque, I think is I was looking at their records, and Luque is just doing better and better, and Woodley's just losing constantly. And that's the best way to describe it. Every time I've seen him in there, it's like, oh, he's losing. He did this wrong. It's just that, oh, he doesn't want to be there. It's nothing besides that. It just seems like he's not even interested. So I think it's going to be the hungry guy.
There you guys go. Tyron's not hungry. The other guy's hungry.
What about Nick? You didn't even ask Nick.
Oh my! No. Wow, Nick, the ear going for a crazy pick right now, folks. Nick, explain yourself. Also, make your armpit hair grow in an even pattern.
I don't know how to do that, but people say I look like Tyron Woodley all the time. They say we have the same kind of physique. Our thighs kind of look the same.
Pigmentation.
So I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my boy T Wood, bro. I think he's gonna pull it off. I think he's gonna pull it off. I think everyone's counting him out, and he goes, you know what? I'm gonna show you how great I am, and he's gonna win. He's gonna win. So he's gonna knock out Vicente.
Talk about the most the fakest pick ever.
No.
He's gonna win.
You know, he's gonna win. This is my justification.
Give us a
Vicente Luque likes to fire in the pocket.
Yeah.
And if he fires in the pocket against a guy like T Wood, and especially when people think, he's on his way out, that's when he's most dangerous. And I think he could catch him with a big shot. T Wood is still very dangerous, and I think he could catch Vicente Luque.
Wow, I like it. Nick feisty today, going
dude.
against.
I will say this: I really want T Wood to win, but I just don't think he's going to.
No, when you pick the other guy, you hate the other guy completely. We learned.
I know, huh?
Fuck.
I hate Vicente Luque. I hate him. He's not even that nice of a guy.
All right, guys, we got a former up and coming fighter, Thomas Almeida, versus up and coming fighter Sean O'Malley.
Both
I believe
former.
they're both coming off a loss. We'll start with Vincent. You got who do you got? You got Sugar or you got Thomas?
I didn't know a lot about this guy, so I looked up his record earlier too. And Thomas he lost 4 out of his last 5.
Yeah.
Hey.
And at first, before I looked at his record, I was thinking, oh, because I've never really heard of this guy, he's probably some fresh up and comer who really wants to win. No. Sean O'Malley seems to be more concerned with YouTube and Twitter and probably really distracted right now. He's still very preoccupied with the fact that he didn't lose the last fight. So I thought, I think this guy's going to come in and smoke him. And then I saw the record and I was like, oh, they're feeding him this guy that's just constantly losing. They want to revamp Sean O'Malley and get his name back in the good graces of the fans. Maybe they're just feeding him this guy so he could win. So I think I'll just have to go with Sean O'Malley. Just say he's going to beat him like that guy with the mustache.
Oh, Wyland. But yeah, I think you're right there. I think they're kind of giving him someone they think he can beat, but be careful because that's not a good look if you lose to Thomas. Alex, who you got?
I have Thomas Almeida winning.
Ooh,
Dude, and I the way you said that, I believe you too. Is it because wait? First of
I
all,
think-
are you biased because you're kind of like finding Sugar like cringe, or do you think fighting wise he just does
Yeah, I can't lie and say that's not a little bit of it. Like it's just the way that I remember I wasn't a big Sean O'Malley fan. Then I started becoming a Sean O'Malley fan, and then after this last loss, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not a fan really. He's good, but I'm just like, I don't know. But my whole thing is Thomas Almeida. I mean, he has lost, but he's lost to some good people. You know what I'm saying? They're like really good people. Jimmy Rivera, Rob Font. I mean, those guys are really good, you know? And I mean, he lost to Cody Garbrandt. I just feel like his experience being in the octagon, he hasn't been really like his last fight. He didn't get knocked out. So I don't think he's going to be like too like, you know, damaged coming into this one. I just feel like experience wise, and I feel like we saw when Sean O'Malley got put to the ground with Cheeto, it kind of looked like he didn't know what to do. My personal opinion.
Yeah.
And Thomas Almeida is good on the ground, so I think that's going to be a game plan. I think it's well known that Sean O'Malley's legs aren't the most like solid thing in the world.
the Auntie Woodley.
Yeah. So I think that's a game plan for Thomas Almeida. Weaken up his legs, take him down, and beat him on the floor. I think that's going to be a lot of people's game plan from now on is getting this guy to the floor. And, you know, I think Sean O'Malley's antics usually makes people want to stand up and strike with him, and then they get finished. So I think the blueprint's out there on how to beat him, and I think Thomas Almeida is a vet, and he can do that.
Same as Adesanya. Tricks people into the feet and can't do anything on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is there any Adesanya fans here?
Dude, you're looking at all the Adesanya fans.
Oh, okay.
Hey, wait, hold on.
that's rude. What the fuck, Vince? What the fuck?
What do you mean? Hold on. No, Vince, I'm with you, baby.
All right.
What are you talking about? You're an Adesanya fan?
When? I said Jan was going to win that last fight.
All right, you're right.
Hey, check the video. He didn't.
And
say
I
that.
said Robert Whittaker was going to win, remember? But Robert Whittaker lost. But I mean,
And he said Paulo Costa was going to win.
I said Paulo
Yeah,
Costa
you did.
And then he said Michael
Stop it.
Chandler's going to be
What's up?
champion. That was crazy when you said that. Anyways, Nick, the hype train done? Has it been unboarded?
I think this is a very winnable fight, right? If you think about how the
For?
UFC is trying to set up Sean O'Malley, I think it's a very winnable fight for Sean O'Malley. But I don't know, man. I think there's something up here for him. I think there's a lack of I don't know. I feel like once he starts experiencing some adversity, he kind of, I don't want to say he crumbles. I don't think that's fair. I think he has a hard time changing the momentum. He has a hard time changing the momentum. So, and Thomas Almeida is a dog. He's like, he's about that life. So, I'm going to go Thomas Almeida on this one.
Oh, wow. Damn. You
Wait, so
guys
that's
are
three
for
for
the underdog,
Thomas?
baby. I'm
That's
going for
it.
the
No,
underdog.
Vincent got Sugar.
Oh, yeah, Sugar. That's right.
Who you got, Gil?
Look, I've been annoyed by Sugar lately. And
you don't like his hair?
that being said, I think Thomas Almeida, I think he just hasn't been the same since the Garbrandt knockout. And obviously his back is up against the wall, so he has to get this. So he's probably gonna get cut. I gotta go Sugar. So I can see him get knocked out by Max Holloway. I got to.
It doesn't even seem like they'd fight each other. Like they're nowhere near the same.
Yeah, they're not even near.
Hollywood
Yeah, what are
destroyed.
you talking about, Gil? Don't even
Fine.
fucking put that in my head.
Brian Ortega. Put all the top 5 fighters. All right, guys, let's move on to our last one in the main event. We got Jamie from Australia, Malarkey versus Kama, USA Worthy. I'm gonna go with Kama. I'm gonna go with Kama because I've seen some of that guy's knockouts, and he's dangerous. Even though I don't know too much about either of these guys. Nick, who you got?
I'm gonna go Kama Worthy because I don't like that guy's last name, Malarkey. That's kinda weird, right?
Yeah, like that's a bunch of malarkey. That's like Joe
Yeah.
Biden. That's like
It's a bit, bro. Come on, dude. This guy's his last name's a bit.
Yeah, you can't pick a guy whose last name is a bit. It's kind of, it goes against all fighting.
Malarkey.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? That's like a nickname, you know?
Alex, say malarkey one more time.
Malarkey.
See how his top lip goes up? That's a new way to say it.
Malarkey.
Malarkey. Like that.
Alex, who you got? Malarkey? Are you malarkey or are you worthy?
I think
Oh.
Worthy's beat some good people, bro.
Yeah,
His first fight, Gervonta
Davis?
Smith or something like that.
Cleveland
Knocked him out, and then he beat Luis Pena. He got him in a submission late too, like so you know that he can go.
That's right. That's
like
right.
you know he can fight for a while. I mean, he lost to that Omar Azatar guy, but that guy is like really good. Remember, that's the guy that like snuck people in at Fight Island and got cut from
his
the
brother's
UFC.
fighting on this fight.
Yeah, but then they say, hey, UFC said they're bringing him back. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Yeah, but I think Kama Worthy's gonna take this. Malarkey, I don't know. He's kind of Malarkey.
Vincent, what are you? You Malarkey or you Worthy, dog?
I was actually planning on doing the exact opposite of Nick. I was gonna say Malarkey because I like his last name because it's funny, and I've never heard of either of these guys.
Same page, bro.
And that's a
On
good
the same
thing.
page.
All right, guys, those are our quick picks for the main event. Does anyone want to give a shout out to any prelims or have a pick for any of the single fights? Feel free to do so now. I'm gonna just give a shout out to Jessica Penne. I've been following her since what was that? Invicta. I had high hopes for her, but didn't pan out, and she cheated. But I'm pulling for her because she was a former lawyer. You gotta love a lawyer fighting. So Jessica Penne, I hope you beat Hannah Goldie. Goldie's ridiculous. Anyone else? Shout outs? Fights? No.
I got Akbar Nurmagomedov, brother of Habib, and then
are they real brothers, or is that like
they're
teammate
real
brothers? Oh,
I think they might be. No, I think he's an
Cousins or
actual
some
blood
shit.
brother or some shit.
Is he a blood?
He a blood.
you blood.
And then also William Knight versus Alonzo Menafield. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
banger, dude.
William Knight is DC, bro. He's literally like 5'3", but he's like 205 pounds.
That guy.
Remember DC was talking about him
Yeah.
like, oh, we're like the same. Yeah.
We're buds.
They look exactly the same. Vince, you got any shout out? Anything you're interested in?
I would just like to see Jillian Robertson win. I'd like her to
Yeah.
at least make it out of the prelims one day. I just feel like I see her there forever, and she's
real.
one of those ones I'd like to. I'm always rooting for her, and it just doesn't happen as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she does good for a little bit and then she'll like lose one. And then she'll do good and then lose one. You're just like,
It's like Michelle
damn.
Watterson, but somehow she gets up there. I don't get it.
Yeah, Michelle Watterson.
Someone does not like Karate Hottie.
No, I
Me
do.
neither.
She's
Two people don't.
disappointed me too much.
Also, how do you achieve a body like that? That's just all mass. That's insane. Nick?
Genetics.
EPO? What?
Nah, that boy just built, dog. He just built. That man built.
Okay, enough of Nick's fantasies. Guys,
That man-
Bite my lip. I'm like, bite my lip.
Can we get a
That man built.
side-by-side with Gordon Ramsay?
oh, yeah. Gordon Ramsay. Guys, those were our quick picks for UFC 260. I hope that helped you. I hope that you guys bet lots of money and you follow all of Vincent's picks.
Don't.
Those are
Please
all
don't.
right. Follow Vincent's picks. You get it wrong, take it up with him, DM him, do what you got to do.
That's for your money back from him.
Vincent, anything we should know about your channel? When do your videos typically come out?
I release new videos every single Wednesday. I've been forcing myself to do it so people would come back because people are always telling me that YouTube does not send them notifications, and they tell me, "Hey, what's up? YouTube unsubscribe me. I used to be subscribed to you, so I don't know what's going on." I get that
YouTube's
comment
weird these days,
all the
dude.
time. Yeah.
You know what though? Here's the thing. Vince is the Alex Jones of the MMA community. People just want to deplatform him, you know, because he says the real shit. He says the real truth that nobody wants to hear.
True.
And he's saying it. He's spitting on his channel. You know what I mean? So
That's
watch
awesome.
his Izzy Adesanya video. If
This
you guys
video
want
is
some
already
more insight.
flagged because you said Alex Jones. Our video has now been flagged and it's taken off.
Damn it.
Fight the people.
Demonetized. Jeffrey Epstein.